Hi, ho, he, ha, hey. Good morning from London, England. Or should I say good afternoon, good evening, or in some cases, good night and sweet dreams. Rest well. From your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping. And here I am, Delhi, London Gooner. Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. So I'm bringing you Mikel Arteta's press conference just over an hour before kickoff at the King Power Stadium, and he spoke about Kieran Tierney and his fitness due to his ankle problems, and he said that he's trained a lot better since he's recovered. Also, he spoke well about Nuno Tavares and his debut versus Villa, and he said it was an impressive debut. So I'm going to play you through what's been said by Mikel Arteta. If this thing will work, here we go.
There have been a few of them that haven't been able to train. We picked some knocks during the game against Leeds as well. But hopefully today, when everybody's back, we would have better news.
Are you able to tell us any names on that, on the new knocks?
Not yet.
And how about Kieran Tierney and his ankle problem? What's the latest with that one as well?
Well, he's progressing training. Let's see again how he is today. He felt a little bit better the last few days, but he wasn't 100% ready to start the game. So again, we'll see what happens in the last 48 hours.
In his place, Nuno Tavares really impressed, certainly against Aston Villa. What have you made of his debut, and what has been the conversation with him like since?
Yeah, he had an impressive performance to have the first Premier League debut and played the way he did with that intensity as well that he's not used to. Credit to the boy. I really like what he did. He's still really young. He's improving. He sets up really well, and he had a really good performance.
Against Leicester tomorrow, you are two teams that are seen to be on the up. Do you see many similarities between yourself and Leicester?
I don't know. Both teams that for sure they're going to play to win the game. We both know that it's going to be a tough game. We have some experiences against them as well. And just prepare the game the best possible way.
And the last two times.
So he was asked a question about Leicester and Arsenal, both similarities, and both on the up. And Mikel Arteta's reply to that question was, both teams are going to play the game to win, which is understandable. But my theory is that is how he sets up against a side like Leicester and what he's going to do to get another win. Granted, he got a win last season, but it didn't really mean nothing. Let's be real. We had nothing to play for. They had something to play for, Leicester. But it was a game that we won in hindsight, and well done to Arsenal last season. But today is a new ball game. We carry on.
You've been to the King Power, you've come away with victories, 3-1 last season. What do you think it has been that's worked so well there in the last couple of trips?
I don't know. The team has changed. They can play in different formations. There are some principles that they respect really well. I think Brendan and the staff did done a tremendous job over there, and we're gonna face a game that can have different faces because of the way they play, and it will be difficult.
Arsenal had a more straightforward route to the EFL Cup quarter-finals than Leicester. Do you think that will play a part?
We both have to play 90 minutes except of the penalties. We have a really tough games against the most intense Premier League team that is Leeds, and now we feel recovered and ready for the next one.
Many people thought the best 45 minutes of Arsenal's season came against Aston Villa. Did you feel that, and how do you feel that the team are moving in this 4-4-2 direction?
I was really pleased with the performance, with the energy that we had, with every intention from the first minutes to do what we believed that could hurt Villa, and we continue like that throughout the game. So it's another step. That game is gone, and now the full focus is just on Leicester.
Thank you.
Right. She asked him a question based on our 45 minutes against Aston Villa, and it was the best that we've played all season. That can be echoed versus Tottenham, but for me, it was the best game, the best home league game so far. Because for 80 minutes, we were absolutely tremendous, and we cannot say anything about that. And yeah, we took our foot off the pedal a little bit, hence the reason why Ramsdale was so peed off of not having a clean sheet. But nevertheless, it was the best. And judging by the way Mikel Arteta explained it, even he thought that the game against Aston Villa was the best that we've played so far this season. So let's see what happens against Leicester. Jeremy Sky.
Just on Eddie Nketiah, he hasn't been in a Premier League matchday squad so far this season, but he was really, really good against Leeds. Is he going to make the squad this weekend? And can you say anything more about Eddie's future at the club?
He's another one that is constantly pushing, and every time he's got a chance, he takes that chance. Obviously, there are other players involved in those positions. The same with other players that haven't had a lot of minutes because we have not had any games in Europe, unfortunately, this season. And we have to manage that situation and reward the players that they deserve.
Sure, and Bernd Leno again showed his quality, but how happy is he right now being the number 2 keeper, and can that continue with Bernd for the rest of the season, do you think?
Well, I think he competed really well the other day, and he showed his level, and that's what he's here for, when he needs to play.
So a question was asked on Eddie Nketiah, will he get into the squad? And his future. He said Eddie's another one who's pushing to get into the first team, and he took his chance well. Well, that's all well and good indeed. But I've always said that he's not good enough. The other question was on Bernd Leno, and the question was he happy to be number 2? He said Bernd Leno played at his level. Does he mean his level in the Capital One Cup, or does he mean his level at the Premier League, or on his personal level? What is his level? If you want to leave that in the comment section below, please do so. On top of that, yeah, smash the thumbs up like button for me. Make sure you share this channel all over the world virally, yeah? And make sure your friends and your relatives get hold of this. And on top of that, please help me to subscribe to my channel, yeah? I want to see at least over 200 subscribers before the Christmas period, or by the business end, right at the business end of this year. So get subscribing, and if you subscribe, I'll shout you out, yeah? And when I shout you out, I expect you to encourage your friends and your relatives to subscribe to DLG Repping, myself and I only. Let's continue with the interview.
To do it at the best level, and when he's not, support the teammates like everybody else does.
Mikel, Arsenal on the road this season only scored 1 goal. You played 4-4-2 against Villa successfully. Is that the way to really perhaps score more on the road, do you think? Maybe changing the formation when you travel?
We have different options to play with, different players that bring different qualities and formations that can adapt in relation to what we want to do in the game, or because of the opponent, and that's it. And then scoring goals or not, it's just a consequence of the amount of chances they create, but sometimes, unfortunately, it's just about efficiency as well.
Sure. It's been quite a week at your old club, Barcelona. Koeman's been sacked. They're 9th in La Liga. There's talk about Xavi taking over. I mean, what a mess. What do you make of it all there?
Again, it's been a lot going on in the last few years. Obviously, how COVID have affected the way that... Obviously, you have to overcome a situation like the departure of Messi, which has been the key player for many, many years, and all that takes time, and we'll see. I just hope that everything works out well.
You have again been linked with a job this week, Mikel. Anything you'd like to say about that? Is the Barca job a job you'd covet one day?
That I'm extremely happy at Arsenal, and I feel privileged to be here, and my only focus is here.
Can we just ask?
Right, he was asked a very big question. that he was linked with the Barcelona job, and does he see himself going over to Barcelona? His reply was he's very happy with Arsenal and he's committed. So he says, my only focus is with Arsenal. Okay. Dare I say it, watch this space. Watch this space. Arsenal fans, if you're watching, you agree? Leave it in the comment section below. We'll carry on with the interview for a little bit more. In fact, not too much of it anyway. I'll listen to the rest for myself later on.
Finally, to about 5 subs. You were a big supporter of 5 subs back in 2020. Would you like to see 5 subs return in the Premier League when some people say it favours the big teams?
I don't know. They've been different situations. With COVID World, obviously, we had one situation. We had a lot of struggles and a lot of games in a really condensed calendar. I don't think that's going to change because the way it's looking with the World Cup and the willingness to play every 2 years and play then the African Cups and play another 2 Cups and play every single competition that is possible. We have to think really about how we're going to take care of those players so we don't burn them.
Thanks,
and that's a good possibility.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it was asked a question on what was it? I've forgotten. He just said it. Yeah, it was asked a question on the 5 substitution rule. And you only favour the big teams. And his reply was, you know, you got players who are playing in this competition, that competition, the African Cup of Nations competition, Copa America, etc. And he said that it's within their duties to make sure their players are not burnt out. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Hi, Mikel. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Unbeaten in 8 games, 6 of those in the Premier League, 2 obviously in the League Cup, 14 points in your last 18. What on earth have you done in the last month or so to turn things around so spectacularly?
Go game by game, try to improve every single game, try to keep the spirits and the perspective in the right place when things are not working, and the same when the things are getting better, because there's still a lot of things to improve. We know that we don't want to be where we are still. We want to be the best, and to do that, there is a lot of things that have to get better.
What in particular do you think your team still have to?
So E.M. Abraham of TalkSport has said to Mikel Arteta, you've got 8 games unbeaten, 6 of them in the Premier League and 2, you know, in the Cups. Now, what have you done to improve the team? He said, just go, and Arteta said, just go by game. You know, we look to improve and we just keep going from there. Fair enough answer.
Improve on?
I think in every department we can get better. The use of the ball, the understanding of the game, how we manage situations, how we deal with moments of pressure. In everything, every department, I think we still have a lot of improvements to make. But there are some basics that we're doing much better, which helps a lot to win football matches.
There were so many positives from the Aston Villa game. In terms of player performances, are you tempted just to let the same team go again?
No, what I'm really pleased is that the players are knocking on the door with the right attitude to play, and that's giving us options and just raises the level of the team. I don't see anybody saying or trying to find excuses when he's not playing, or trying to blame somebody when he's not playing. Just trying to put the best possible work out there in training, and then talk on the pitch, which is the best way. Talk outside the pitch is really easy because you can always find excuses and blame everybody else. It's when you have the opportunity, now is the moment to talk and show that that you can do it. And I really liked, in many examples, what the players have done when they've been in those positions.
Just 2 more.
All right. Yeah, Mikel Arteta speaks about players getting opportunities. And he says that it's easy to talk here on off the pitch and blame anyone else and make excuses, but you do the talking on the pitch and prove that you are worthy of being in the first team. That's exactly what he means. And when he says talking on the pitch, yeah, or players proving themselves, yeah, who are knocking on the door, they've got to do their talking on the pitch. And that's exactly what he speaks about. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up to the end now. So I'll say, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Saving the best to last, as I always say. Thank you for putting up with me. I'll be back again sometime today. My player review for the Leicester City Arsenal game, that will be for tomorrow. So keep an eye on that one. Other than that, I'm out of here. Take care of your friends. Take care of your family. Take care of yourselves. And stay safe. Other than that, peace again, love again, and bless again. From next time, until next time, I'm out of here. DLG repping, as always. Peace, love, and bless again. Otherwise, enjoy the game, Arsenal fans, Leicester fans, football fans. Enjoy the game. First game of the day, which is at the King Power. And on top of that, just please be nice.